Yes. Very good evening, sir.
Hello, good evening. How are you?
I'm doing absolutely fantastic. Couldn't be better. And please tell me, how about you? How was your day?
I'm doing great. So it was a bit hectic day for me. Today I have taken the sick leave from office as I was bit under the weather. I had some fever problems. So I was having some fever in the morning, and at the same time I did my routine checkup, that is health checkup, yearly health checkup. So I did that also in the morning. So my morning was bit hectic today. Yeah, but at the same time I had that relaxing time. Yeah.
Okay. So somehow, somewhere the downline, we can consider it as it was a productive day, right? Because you have
Yeah,
done
yeah, yeah.
that routine checkup.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay. May I know a little bit about yourself, ma'am?
Sure, sir. Why not? I would like to introduce
Mm-hmm.
myself. This is Nimisha Deebu talking to you from Bihar, but originally I'm
Mm-hmm.
from Kerala, and I'm a teacher. Yes, and apart from that, I do have a small YouTube channel by the name of the NHU Best, where I upload conversation
Mm-hmm.
and some solo videos as well.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Please go ahead. Sorry for the interruption.
Okay, so I think it would be better to restart my
Mm.
introduction, right?
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure.
Okay, so this is Nimisha Devo talking to you from Bihar, but I'm a Keralite and I'm a teacher as well. And I do have a small YouTube channel by the name of DN EduBust where I upload conversational and some solo videos as well. And it's my channel is
Mm-hmm.
all about English. And for the
Mm-hmm.
last more than 1.5 years, I have been trying to polish my skills in English. And yes,
Mm-hmm.
it's all about me.
Okay, great, great. That's a very good introduction. Thank you so much for introducing yourself. Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
would like to introduce myself.
Sure.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, as you can see, my name is Nithin. I come from Mumbai. I'm currently working with one of the MNC company as HR representative. Apart from working, I also run my YouTube channel, and my channel name is Advanced English with Nithin, where I upload content related to English. That is all about me.
Okay. So that's wonderful to hear about you, sir. And
Thank
you
you.
you are
Mm-hmm.
already a working professional. So I would like to know
Mm-hmm.
what provoked, not more than provoked, I can say what motivated you to improve your communication skills and
Mm-hmm.
also fluency level. But as far as I think
Mm-hmm.
you are very good at communication skills, and
Mm-hmm.
also your
Mm-hmm.
fluency level is also commendable. So I'm not
Mm-hmm.
telling this only just, I mean, just only, observing this conversation or this five to
Mm-hmm.
six minutes, but moreover that I have watched your videos, some of your videos
Mm.
as well.
Okay.
So,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
and my correct question was, you're already a HR professional, right? So what is the
Mm-hmm.
reason
Yes.
that influenced you to
Yeah.
decide? So,
Yeah. Sure, sure. First of all, thank you so much for this question. So let me tell you from where I started. What is the reason of learning English language? Okay, so I have been working in this operation role for more than 15 years, and now since I moved into HR domain, I realized the importance of communication, importance of English language, and you know what? In HR, employee will ask you a lot of questions, lot of queries, and they will come up with lot of problems. So what I have noticed since I worked in data process for 15 years, I was not in touch with English language, and because of which I was not able to frame sentences. I was struggling to speak with people. Okay, though my written communication was good, but when it comes to speaking with people, that time I struggle a lot initially. So it's been now 14 to 15 months. I am trying to work on my communication, and I tell you, when I started speaking this language, I was not able to frame even simple sentences. I was not confident at all. So I'm grateful for my YouTube channel because of which I have improved a lot. And honestly speaking, I have been talking to a lot of co-learners every day. So I'm making sure I create that environment around around me. So I'm talking to people every day for 30 minutes, minimum 30 minutes. Okay. And with my daughter also, whenever she comes at home, I ensure that I talk to her in English only. So I have created that environment. But I wanted to tell you one more thing. Initially, I did shadowing practice, recording my voice. Then nowadays, I'm doing listening practice. So these are the practices really help me to improve my communication skills. So that is all about my communication journey.
Okay, that's quite impressive, sir. And
Mhm.
do you have any opinion that there is any difference? Or
Mhm.
let me repeat my question. So, what is your
Mhm.
opinion, sir? Is there any difference between communication skills and also a fluency level?
Mhm.
Because many people out there, they there is a misconception actually. They think like both are the same, right? But I think
Mhm.
they both are totally different. So, what is your opinion
Yes.
about it?
Yeah, yeah. So, in my opinion, when we talk about communication, it involves everything. But it involves your language, the way you present yourself, then way you share your ideas. Okay, so communication involves a lot of things. Okay, and when we talk about only fluency, it's only about English language. So, if you are fluent in English language, then you can say it's a fluency. But when we talk about communication, it involves a lot of things, I would say. And communication is something. So I have recently come to know that your English makes only 7%, and your other things, right? Your body language,
Yeah,
the way you present yourself, your gesture, posture, that accumulates 93%.
yeah,
So when we combine these both the things, it forms communication, overall communication. So I have noticed that people only believe that they need to work on this language, but if they want to become fluent in this language, they need to work on their overall communication.
yeah.
Yeah, that is what I believe.
Yeah, totally spot on. The same thing that I have
Mhm.
already heard from, a famous YouTuber out there. She has told me
Mhm.
that this is what called fluency, because if you want to grab the attention of audience or to impress the opposite person, then you should be meticulous about, both of your verbal and non-verbal communication. Then that would be the, a perfect communication. So yeah. And
Yes.
sir, when you said about your daughter, when she comes
Mhm.
your home, then you are bit careful about talking only in English. So do you feel that you can express all the emotions while speaking in English? Because after all, this is not our primary language or our mother tongue.
Correct.
So I don't think that we can express all our emotions, or we can talk
Mhm.
with our beloved ones with the full of our emotions if we talk in any other language, right? So, what is your
Mhm.
take on it?
Yeah, so honestly speaking, why I'm speaking to my daughter in English, because the way I struggle in this language, I don't want her to struggle in this language. Though she is going into international school, she has an environment in the school where teacher speaks in English, nobody speaks in regional languages. But I want to ensure the way I struggle in this language. It's been now more than 1.5 year that I'm working on this language, so I don't want my daughter to face these challenges. So that's why I'm creating that environment for herself, and I'm ensuring I give her different kind of scenarios where she can express her thoughts properly. So yeah, I know so we are comfortable talking to in our mother tongue, that is Marathi, but I always ensure when I talk to her, I talk to her in English only.
Yeah, that's correct, because many people out there, they have already faced such problems, and we are the live examples here. So, but sir, whether you have already got such an exposure or any chance to learn the things in English, so that you have
Mhm.
improved a lot within this
Mhm.
short span of time. So, what was your background?
Mhm. Yeah, sure. So I did my schooling from Marathi medium. Okay. So English is something even I struggle when it come to speaking. Okay. But my background, so I can tell you, it was not a cakewalk for me. So
Mm.
initially I struggled a lot in this language, but I worked on myself. I gave that time to myself. Okay. I used application like Ace Fluency, my CV application, peer up application, where you will get free talk time, where you can talk to co-learners. Okay, so if someone is beginner, then definitely they should use peer up application. So it's a good application where you can practice unlimited time. Okay, there is no limit on talk time. Okay, if you are at intermediate level, so I am right now at intermediate level, so I make sure I to go on the Ace Fluency application where you will get discussion panels. So that is very important feature which you can explore. So when you talk during the group discussion, you will understand about different perspective, what people are talking about. You can learn from their experiences. So these are the conscious practices I am doing every day, and that is why you can see this fluency.
Yeah, yes. I
Yeah.
can understand because this is not something which would get, without any effort. So you might have
Yeah.
put all your effort. That's why you have
Yeah.
reached this present level within such a short time period. So yes, and any question from your side, sir? Because our
Yeah,
conversation
yeah,
has
sure,
been
sure. Yeah, so
amazing.
yeah, so first of all, let me tell you, even you speak really good English, okay? So I would like to know about your journey.
Okay, but first of all, I would like to say I don't think that I
Mm-hmm.
speak in a marvelous or
Mm-hmm.
extraordinary level.
Mm-hmm.
I consider
Mm-hmm.
myself, as a learner itself. Yes, I'm a learner,
Mm-hmm.
but because of some
Mm-hmm.
gaps which I, always take in my channel or in my,
Mm-hmm.
because of that, I face some kind of problems. Especially, I can say
Mm-hmm.
some kind of problems. I mean, the
Mm-hmm.
confusions. So while
Right.
having a conversation, I always think that whether am I using the correct vocabulary, or whether am I gathering all my thoughts, or whether am I presenting
Mm-hmm.
my sentences in a correct way. So this
Mm-hmm.
problem which has been going through for a long time period, and
Mm-hmm.
it's been almost 1.5 years, sir. I'm into this journey, and every day I
Mm-hmm.
try to improve myself. But there is
Mm-hmm.
some exceptions as well. I have already taken 4 or 5 months of gap because I was preparing for
Mm-hmm.
some exam, and apart from that,
Mm-hmm.
there are some minor gaps also that I have been taking in my
Mm-hmm.
journey. So yes,
Mm-hmm.
that's why I'm not consistent in my channel, and
Mm-hmm.
what did I do is I was trying to inculcate so many habits, just like reading, listening, writing, and what else. I was trying to do
Mm-hmm.
everything with about which I have already heard from others. So
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so far I didn't do only one activity, which is the shadowing practice. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but I have realized that reading books is not my cup of tea, so I quit it. But
Mm-hmm.
I know what is the real essence of reading books and what is the real benefit of reading books. Because
Mm-hmm.
earlier ages ago, people used to read so many books. That's why, and that's how they
Mm-hmm.
have accumulated their all knowledges. Because internet connection and these all digital facilities are here. It's been, I can say, only few years, right? Even before that, people were
Mm-hmm.
learning so many things just by reading the books. So
Right.
I don't know. Unfortunately, it's not my cup of tea. So right now,
Mm-hmm.
whenever I get some free time, I try to make some fruitful conversation like this with the other co-learners.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And there is one more activity which I try to do is listening practice. Whenever I get some time,
Mm-hmm.
I try to listen Sunita ma'am's videos and some other quality
Yes.
conversations as well. That's what
Mm-hmm.
I do.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good, good. So even I want to say that Sunita ma'am, because of her journey, I inspired to start my YouTube channel. She's a really good person. I had a conversation with her. Okay, so even initially she used to conduct some classes. It's so I joined her classes. It was really good experience, and she is a good motivator. She will always motivate you to do better in your life. So she is as a role model for me, and I'm still in touch with the ma'am. Yeah, and apart from that, when it comes to improving your language, reading plays very important role. Even though I don't like to read books, but in order to improve my English, I have started reading books, and I like self-help book, some motivational books. So these kinds of book I watch, I read. Okay, so in order to take break from my screen time, I always prefer to read books because I have noticed that I sit in the office for almost 8 to 9 hours. I am sitting in front of screen, okay, and again coming back home and working on my channel and watching TV. So there is a lot of screen time. So in order to take that break from the screen time, I have started reading the books.
Yeah,
Yeah, so yeah,
that's
it's
something.
helpful for me.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
something great that you have done in your life, because nowadays it's very, very tough to reduce that screen time in anybody's life. So it takes a lot of guts to do, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Right now, I can show you one book that I'm reading. You become what you think. So this is the book I'm reading.
Okay.
This is really nice book. Can you see this?
Yeah, I can see it completely. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So
I think it
this
is
is
a great.
from Shubham Singh. Yeah,
Oh,
it's a self-help book. Shubham Singh is the author. Yeah.
okay. I think the name of this book itself has a great,
Mm,
meaning, right? Meaning, and as
right,
well
right.
as
Yes, yes,
great advice. We always
yes.
have some positive kind of attitude, so that we can also become a
Right,
positive kind of person in our life. And I have heard the same thing
right.
in my life as well. What do you think? That is what
Mm-hmm,
obviously you are going to become in future as well.
mm-hmm.
We should have a positive
Right.
kind of mentality. And especially my elder persons at my family, I mean in my family, they also
Mm-hmm,
teach me that. Even I can put forward an instance. If a lady is pregnant, then that person should be, that person should think only the positive things, because whatever she does or whatever she thinks,
mm-hmm.
that obviously going to influence that baby as well, right?
Correct.
The same way, that is
That's
going
right.
to influence that person as well. So we
Mm-hmm.
should be a positive person in our life. Is there any correct, or
Yeah.
is there any alternative word to say that positive person, sir?
Positive person, or you can say you could be a role model, or I'm not getting exact word, but I must appreciate all the ladies who are doing a lot of stuff. They are handling their family at the same time. Now in your case, you're teaching also, you're running your YouTube channel. So it's not at all really easy. It's not at all easy, and I'm really appreciate your efforts, all the ladies, even including my wife. So I'm really thankful or grateful to the God for giving this power to ladies. They handle a lot of things at the same time. They are always doing multitasking, and it's not at all easy. For men, it is really easy because they are just working, and they are by coming at home, they are working on their channel. That's the only thing they are doing. They are not cooking. They are maybe so. I do household chores, no doubt about that. I help my wife, but I'm really, really grateful to the God for creating females, means ladies, because they do a lot of things, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah. But I think, sir, nowadays the scenario has been changed. Men
Hmm.
also, they are also
Hmm.
very much helpful
Yeah.
nowadays. Previously, the tendency was absolutely
Hmm.
different. Men were supposed to, just to simply sit at home or to earn money and to,
Hmm.
I can say, to control the entire family. But nowadays, the friend has been changed totally. And even at my home, all the
Right.
family members are totally and completely supportive, including my father. All they are completely
Wow, that's amazing.
supportive. So,
Hmm.
it's not the example only
Hmm.
from my family, but as far as I know, my in my surroundings, all the men are supportive. So, because they have already realized that female, that means the woman, they are
Hmm.
also doing multitasking, as you said right now. They are doing their household
Correct.
chores, and at the same
Correct.
time, I think more than 70 percentage of woman population, they are doing
Hmm.
I mean, some jobs as well. So they have already realized if they are doing all these things, then I can also help her, right?
Hmm. Correct, correct. Very true, very true. And ma'am, you mentioned that you teach students. So, what is the age group of student, and what do you teach them? Is it English language or is it school syllabus?
My core subject is social studies. I teach social studies, but in some
Okay.
classes I teach English as well. And the age group is, I can say
Mm-hmm.
here the age group is totally different. I can't say because I can't say any
Mm-hmm.
specific
Mm-hmm.
age group in a particular grade. We can, we could get to see different ages of students. So I teach up to the eighth
Mm-hmm.
standard.
Okay, good, good. That is good. So, what is your challenge when it comes to teaching these young students? Yeah. So nowadays Gen Zs are they are now what happened in India, we have seen that, right? So what do you think, what challenges you when you teaches them any subject?
Yeah, it's very challenging to grab their attention. But initially,
Yes.
I was totally in dark how to grab their attention. But later on, with the course of time, I have realized how to grab their attention. So I don't face any kind of
Mm-hmm.
problems nowadays. But um,
Okay.
I mean, I can say many parents they have a complaint again, regarding their
Mm-hmm.
usage of phone. The children are addicted to
Mm-hmm.
smartphone, and all the time they are
Yeah.
scrolling up and down on the smartphone, and they are not interested to do their homework at least. So it's a bigger threat because if we do some work,
Mm-hmm.
then it is their duty to do that, or to memorize that answer, or to do some practical activities. But only because of the influence of smartphone, they are not at all into studies nowadays.
Correct.
That tendency has been increasing nowadays, and this is the major threat
Mm-hmm.
that each and every persons out there they are facing. I think not only the teachers but also the
Mm-hmm.
parents, because nowadays
Yeah.
not in the hands of parents. Even the parents are not able
Mm-hmm.
to control their children, because nowadays that scenario
Mm-hmm.
has been changed, and the children, they don't have any fear, or they don't have any respect towards their parents at least. Then there is no question, or there
Yeah.
is no chance for teachers, right? We should start respecting
Yeah.
elders from our family, from the level of
Mm-hmm.
parents, right? So we have been getting so many complaints, just like
Mm-hmm.
how restricted to use smartphones, but they are not um, they are not ready to I can say they are not ready to read the book, or to at least to touch the book. So
Mm-hmm.
in that way, I can
Mm-hmm.
say the smartphone, that is what the major threat nowadays each and everybody is
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, got it, got it. Thanks for explaining that. Yeah. So I would like to know, so what are the practices you are doing in order to improve your communication?
Mhm. I think I have already told you, sir. Initially, I was
Yeah.
doing all the things except that
Mm.
mirror practice and also shadowing practice.
Mm-hmm.
But nowadays,
Right.
because of the time constraint, I try to make
Mm.
conversations. But nowadays, what happens?
Mm-hmm.
I am able to make conversations once in a blue moon. So this is the first
Mm-hmm.
conversation. No, sorry, no. This is the second conversation after a huge gap.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I try to find out some some core learners, but because of that
Mm-hmm.
mismatch, that time gap,
Mm.
somebody would
Right.
recommend 6:30, or if I would ask for 6,
Mm.
then they will be available at 9 p.m. or 10:30.
Right.
It is totally not possible for me. So,
Mm.
and most of the time I'm totally occupied with my household chores or the
Mm-hmm.
professional workload as well. So
Okay.
this is the one practice that I try to do. And apart from that,
Mm-hmm.
very rarely I try to listen something. So
Mm-hmm.
again, because of this time constraint, it's not possible. But yes,
Mm-hmm.
I have such a dream to establish my channel and also to reach out to the
Mm-hmm.
pinnacle. So that's why whenever I get some minor gaps, I try to make conversation.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
I think
Mm-hmm.
right now my level is not at all satisfying for
Mm-hmm.
me, because I expect more. And if I could get
Yeah.
some extra time or extra free time,
Mm-hmm.
then I would definitely try to dedicate my 100%.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Got it. Got it. Yeah. Thanks for clarifying that. Yeah, I had all these questions. Do you have any more questions?
No, sir. Actually, I have done with my questions because our
Mm.
conversation was
Okay.
previously decided, right? So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyhow, thank you so much,
Yeah.
sir. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Yeah.
It was a nice conversation.
Yeah.
I totally enjoyed this, and I hope we would
Mm-hmm.
make another conversation in future as well.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. And thank you so much, ma'am, for sending me invite. It was great conversation. Even I thoroughly enjoyed this conversation. And surely we will connect after 1 month or 2 months. So we will come to know how much we have improved in this language, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, we can do that. Yeah.
Yes, sure, sir.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
once
you.
again.